sure bounce house in the heart of beautiful Orlando, Florida. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Iowa State Cyclones and the UCF Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the UCF head coach before the game. This running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week, we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cyclones offense will go to work first. And here comes Jalen Rayner. Last time out, a solid day and a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. Now on the counter, and there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, it's Rayner. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The earth is shaking. Bounce house living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So UCF's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, Dave?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times, because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Farmer. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
There's some room. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Knights have it in scoring position on first and goal. To the air, it's Barnett. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Knights! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley and knock him down for a loss. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Here's the handoff. Finding some room. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The RPO, it's complete. Looks as if we have an injured Cyclone on the play. Week 12, you get through this far, you just hate to see it. We'll have Holly check on this injury a bit later on. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. To throw, it's Rayner. Fires downfield. Finds a man on the left. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Play number 10 on this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He is stopped well short of the 1st down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Pick up of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. All right, guys, let's talk a little UCF. Breaking into the top 15, just one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
But you got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
That's caught. It's Wade. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Knights have their offense in high gear. They'll give it to Watson. Inside the 45. On the move is the 30. Touchdown, UCF! Once he got some room, it was over.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the point after is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him to screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Off play action. Makes the grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking for a man. It's Rayner. Lets it fly. Upstairs to make the catch. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30. And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Running inside, it's Watson. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Back to pass, it's Barnett. It's complete to the left. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Throws to the tight end. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. Looking for a deep man. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Quick release by the QB. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Cyclones can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Single back. There's a live football. Defense covering it up and
No picchiari with the Farzan with the snake. Let's go.
More likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys. The ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he
Lucky
couldn't
that
make
was
the
a
connection. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Lewis. Makes it past the marker. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Makes the catch. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Quick spin on the ride. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Scanning the field, it's Grainer. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
You want to talk about versatility?
Didn't run around, but still nice fit.
Guy is it. He had 2 interceptions in his last game. That's his first pick in this one. He's good stopping the run. He can go sideline to sideline. He can blitz. He can spy. And, man, he is really good in coverage.
Maybe a pickup of 2, and they'll stop him right there. And that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Looking to the big tight end. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Oh, you want to talk about catch radius, the big soft hands, it's like throwing it into a giant pillow.
And it's so nice for the quarterback, Reese, to know he doesn't athletic tight end with crazy eye-hand coordination that can make plays like that.
Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Working that left side now. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
With the catch, it's Farmer. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Cyclones spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Timeout called by Iowa State. That'll be their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll try to get the first through the air. Snagged out of the air. The Cyclones take a timeout, and they will have no more. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. And they head to the locker room through quarters in the books-end time.
I had a feeling that was going to happen here. It's kind of dumb.
EA Sports College Football Studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Akron, taking on the UMass Minutemen.
And the Cyclones will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
The men's head coach told me at the half, he talked to his team in the locker room about their energy level. He said this game is close, but everything of our season is on the line. He's trying to get them fired up, getting them on the field, ready to go here to start the third. More energy, more enthusiasm. They've got to have it here late in the season to keep their playoff dreams alive.
Thanks, Holly. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wade. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
It'll be third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws for the tight end. And the missed connection on third down. The Knights line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Iowa State sending the offense back out. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll give it on the counter, fighting off the defender. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Rayner. Finds his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The bounce house is rolling here on third down, trying to help UCF. From the gun, wants to pass. under fire. Quarterback gets the first down. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
How nice is it as a play caller on a critical 3rd down in a pretty obvious passing situation when you've got a guy like this that can just take off and go get you the first down, right? There's no panic. Nothing's open downfield. Great job in coverage, but that's not a problem because I just know it's like backyard football again growing up as a kid. He just takes off. He's a better athlete than anybody you've got, and he gets the first down.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They go right back to him. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Cyclones with the 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Greenlaw. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He wants to go deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Here's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. And the try is no good. That one could have helped out a bit there, guys, but still an 8-point game. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a crease. It's Lewis. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got him. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Knights, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Watson.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's Duke one more time. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run play action. Makes the grab on the left. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. This time they'll go to the running game. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Rayner. It's complete. At midfield, he's got room. Hits the afterburners. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And the Cyclones trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Off the play fake. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Cyclones! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jackson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script. He's got
some space. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding.
Just plowing ahead.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The give to the lone running back. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Going to the run, it's Chambers. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Knights! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point splits the uprights. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Gonna let it fly. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That is such a big play for the offense. A lot of these fourth down pass plays are just designed to pick up the first. They get even more. They get an explosive play, and that has got to be huge for the offense's confidence.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? The earth is shaking. Bounce house living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Caught in the backfield, it's Hayes. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And, guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Took a shot as he threw. Another incompletion on third down. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Here's a little room there. All the way. Touchdown, UCF. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Cyclones decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the grab close to the logo. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. How good have they been the last couple of drives? Took a close game, turned it into a blowout, and they have the football back. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looks as if we have an injured Cyclone on the play. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Back to pass, it's Barnett. Quickly complete. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Knights have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. He'll throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Knights! And the punishment has been extended. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. Delivers the stiff arm. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Gets the back moving. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And he's going to go down as time has run out. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and